Good afternoon, everyone. This is Lynn from Paper Piece Crafts. If this is your first time tuning in, I do a bit of every type of craft that you can think of, and I do hauls. One of the things I love about the hauls is it gives me an opportunity to, in my own way, give back by letting our crafting community know what's on sale, what they can go and purchase. And at the same time, if people can't find certain things, it helps us to be able to connect with one another so we know where to potentially find things. I walked into Ollie's and I've gotten to a point where there are 3 stores. Whenever I am out running errands, I am going to stop at Ollie's, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby. That's what's most prevalent and close to me. And whenever I do go on Ollie's these days, it seems like I am always finding something. Whether I do an Ollie hop across the United States or if I'm in my local area. And so this Ollie wasn't a hop. It was just I run errands. Everybody, I found another pack of the Astro Brights Mega Collection. These are, I'm trying to find the side of it. Well, here's a better picture. These are the colors that are within this pack. I showcased another pack that I found that had the primary colors in it. I believe this is a pack of maybe 500 with 100 being of each color. This pack was $7.99. Also, if you recall a while back, they started having the Nina Bristol color cardstock. It's a yellow and there's a green. And the green at that time was $4.99. But that has gone up to $7.99. I just kind of wanted to make you all aware of that in the event you come across it. Although the box was beaten up itself that had these in them, I found a case of the Maggie Holmes parasol cards. Now, I did not get the whole case. I'm just saying that the case that these were in was beaten up. And so some of the boxes are a little beaten up as well. I tried to get a couple of the best boxes. These are the cards that are included. Naturally, I can't use every box of cards myself. So at some point in time, these will go into a D-stash. I got these for, what were these? I think these were like $2 this time. So in some stores, they've had them for $1. Some stores, they've had them for $2.99. And some stores, they've had it for $1.99, okay? I came across this beautiful pack of Cricut foil transfer insert cards. These were $1.99 per pack. And these are the colors naturally. But I'll be candid with you. In person, these are just stunning. Got some of those. They had this permanent smart vinyl. Once again, whenever people see Cricut Joy or Cricut whatever machine, please know that, you know what, you've got a Cricut mat or whatever your cutter is. You can always cut this down to size to be whatever you want to do on whatever cutter you're using. This is just, in my opinion, the brand that's selling it, but it's very versatile. These were $1.79. Here is another one this is brown. Now, I know a lot of people don't buy brown, and I realized I didn't have a lot of brown myself, so I said, let me go ahead and grab one of these. But here's the funny thing. The brown was sitting on top of the blue box. And the blue box, you couldn't even tell that it was some blue in it. You really had to lift it up. Nonetheless, I got one of these too. They had these Cricut Infusible transfer sheets. These are typically used with sublimation. These were $3.99 per box. There are 2 12x12 sheets in there, and this color is ultraviolet. Whenever you're using this, you can always layer it on top of something. Now, you don't necessarily have to have like the big 15 by 15 or 16 by 20 heat press to use these. You can always use it with your 10 by 10 or your 12 by 12. You just have to apply a little extra pressure. And you can layer these with multiple things. You can layer it with glitter. You can layer it with sublimation. There's a lot you can do with these. And these infusible ink transfer sheets, these can be used on fabric as well as glasses. So I got a couple of these. This is something that kind of struck me. I couldn't believe it. I found these Cricut smart labels. These are the writable, vinyl, removable smart labels. These were $2.99. I only grabbed a pack of these. In the store, there is a box of, well, there was a box of cards sitting on top of another box. And I happened to look at this box and it had Cricut on it. And I said, well, let me just take a look in there. Maybe it's just Cricut, or they may be, repurposing a box for other things. They had a ton of these in the box. A ton of these. I'm like, if this was maybe $1 or $1.99, I might pick up more, but these were $3, so I just grabbed one. They had these Arteza metallic watercolors. Now, the last time I was able to grab these, there was like a green color I grabbed. And this time they have this, what is it called? Cherry Blossom Pink. So these were 99 cents. I only grabbed 2 of these, okay? But these are watercolor pink, metallic. What else is there? From the beginning, they've had these, and I've just kind of bypassed them. But then I realized, okay, I got all these stickers that go along with them. I might as well grab a box of them. And so I have something I'm going to probably work on with it myself. These are the Damask Love, Girl Power, mini cards. These were $1.99, and there are 40 mini cards in here. There's cards and envelopes. And so I grabbed a box of these. And they had this Brookstone UVC handheld sanitizing light. I know the last time I showed one that can kind of like almost hold your whole phone or something. But I thought this was interesting, and especially with it being from Brookstone. Now, you and I both know from Brookstone, this was not $5. But, once again, we're grateful for the fact that it was $1.99. And so I grabbed one of these. Weirdest thing, I was just walking around the store, and I think I sprained my foot walking one day a little bit. And so I'm going to have to go to the doctor for it anyway. But to help alleviate the pain, I said, well, maybe if I just find myself some lidocaine or something. I came across this Tylenol Precise pain relieving cream, lidocaine, and menthol. I've never in my entire life seen these. This was $8.99. I really did not care, because we all know whenever you get these lidocaine rolls, they're pretty expensive. And if you work out, sometimes you might need it for muscle relief. I've never seen this. I've never seen this, but I picked it up and I double checked to make sure that it was not expired. So it says it expires April 2026. I grabbed it. Another thing I got, and I only found one of these. These are the spot and stick. What is it? Spot and sticker? I guess, spot and sticky. I don't know. It says outdoor school. Over 400 illustrated stickers in here. And I happened to open up the book. And this is just, okay. Y'all forgive me. These are in black and white, but as I flip through here, they've got all of these stickers. All of these beautiful stickers. Let me move some of this out the way. There we go. All of these beautiful stickers in here. And this book was $2.99. I tried very hard to find another one, unsuccessfully. Very nice. And again, it's just $2.99. Okay, one of the last things that I found, let me move this back a little bit. I came across this jumbo bag box, 13.4 by, well, I say 13 by 13 by 11. This is a huge box. I came across it, you know, I might use this as my own personal stuff gift box to myself for Christmas. Or I might use this for one of my grandbabies or one of my sons. But it was $4. And the reason I say I might use it for one of them is because my grandkids typically love to get their gifts in like these big, large bags so they can just dive in them. And so I might just use this. I might just use this for myself, to be honest. I might use this for myself, to be honest with you. But this box is huge. I can't even fit it into the full screen, which is why I keep doing this. But it's only one in the package. And this is what it looks like. And again, it is $3.99. So that concludes this particular component of the haul from Ollie's today. Once again, I want to encourage you, if you can, you know, I know some people just don't have Ollie's close to them, but try to bring these things to you, as I always say, so you can know what's out there and you have an opportunity to find certain things for yourself. And you know, I know a lot of our stores are closing, so you know, I don't know what else to say other than we're trying to get these things the best way we can, as quickly as we can, to all that we can. As always, you know, I love signing on, whether I'm crafting or doing a haul. I love signing on and bringing you guys new content. And I thank you for continuing to come back. As always, stay safe and take care.